President Museveni's arch-rival and four-time challenger Dr. Warren Kizza Besigye was picked up by the police from his Kasangati home near Kampala after he tried to walk to the head office of the Electoral Commission to pick his election results declaration forms. This, as a group of eminent women who have been running an election monitoring situation room, launched their preliminary report on the feedback they received from Ugandans about the recently concluded presidential and parliamentary elections.
Between 15th and 21st February, the Women's Situation Room Uganda received and dealt with over 1,415 calls from the 15 districts in which observers are stationed and other parts of the country.
A prominent member of the Women's Situation Room, Justice Julia Sebutinde of the International Court of Justice, cautioned the government on curtailing the movement of opposition leaders.
In the Situation Room, we're concerned that if we're going to go down the route of going to court, then everything should be done by government to allow these people to exercise their rights to go to court. And this is what we will encourage. And we in the Situation Room behind the scenes are trying to talk to both sides.
The Women's Situation Room also expressed concern on the continued stay of armed forces on the streets of Kampala 5 days after voting.
In our opinion, a forced peace or a peace that is maintained through force or show of force or that is coerced through the presence of military might on the street will be short-lived. I don't know how long we're going to sustain without this country being turned into a police state, a military state, whatever.
But the women applauded Ugandans for keeping peace and urged them to continue walking the same path. They, however, had a tough message to those in power.
However, the real test will be if violence did break out on the streets of Kampala, how is that violence handled by the security forces? And I remember in my statement saying, whenever you're dealing with an unarmed civilian population, international law kicks in and judges you as to how you handle unarmed civilians. If you take live bullets and shoot and kill or maim unarmed civilians, then of course international law looks at you like you have committed an international crime.
The group recruited and trained 450 election observers who covered 15 districts. They also established a call center which receives feedback from the public on cases of violence and other aspects on the elections. Eminent women of Uganda and Africa and the group of the wise have also been holding strategic engagements with various stakeholders, including political parties, politicians, election observers, the National Electoral Commission, among others. Ernest Wisdom Chionga, NTV.